Here's Catherine Bienmeyer with Course in Miracle and the daily exercise of 131. And a little reminder, in case you forgot, your gates of heaven to heaven are already open for you. The gates of heaven are already open for you. Be glad that you are seeking. Be glad also to realize that you are seeking heaven and will find the goal you truly desire. No one can avoid wanting that goal and ultimately achieving it. God's Son cannot seek in vain, even if he may force, delay, and deceive himself into thinking he is seeking hell. If he errs, he is corrected. If he strays from the path, he is led back to his appointed task. So today we have a real long meditation experience, possibility of change here. What I recommend for you is to close your eyes, to do not try to understand what you hear. Instead of that, open up your heart to receive the energy, the vibration, the frequency, and sink into this space which is given to you now. Jesus is giving us lots of energy here through words, it seems like. And stay until the end, even that we have kind of 16 points today. So like 20 minutes, and keep on breathing, and sometimes keep breathing in and out even deeper, and enjoy the adventure. So, the lesson 131, no one can fail who seeks to reach the truth. It's not the truth that we made up from our mind, from our ego mind. We cannot figure it out from our ego mind what is the truth. The truth can't be communicated in words, and the ego mind would not understand it. So let's have a look what is all about this truth. Failure is all about you while you seek for goals that cannot be achieved. You look for permanence in the impermanent, for love where there is none, for safety in the midst of danger, immortality within the darkness of a dream of death. Who could succeed? The contradictions is the setting of his searching and the place to which he comes to find stability. Goals that are meaningless are not attained. There is no way to reach them, for the means by which you strive for them are meaningless as they are. Who can use such senseless means and hope through them to gain in anything? Where can they lead? And what could they achieve that offers any hope of being real? Pursuit of the imagined leads to death because it is the search for nothingness, and while you seek for life, you ask for death. You look for safety and security, while in your heart you pray for danger and protection. for the little dream you made up from your ego mind, limitations and fears. Yet searching is inevitable here. For this you came, and you will surely do the thing you came for. But the world cannot dictate the goal for which you search unless you give it power to do so. Otherwise, you still are free to choose a goal that lies beyond the world and even worldly thought, and one that comes to you from an idea relinquished, yet remembered, old yet new, an echo of a heritage forgot, yet holding everything you really want. Be glad that search you must. Be glad as well to learn you search for heaven and must find the goal you really want. No one can fail to want this goal and reach it in the end. God's Son cannot seek vainly, through he tried to force delay, deceive himself and think that it is the hell he seeks, the drama, the suffering, the pain. When he is wrong, he finds correction. When he wanders off, he is laid back to his appointed task. And remember, God is asking you that you choose your will. It's up to your will and what you want to choose, until you wake up and ask for God's plan and God's will to be in your life. I can just recommend it, even that it always comes different than your ego mind would plan or think or want, but it always comes in a way that lots of healing, big healing, is happening for lots of people. Yes, because everything that shows up and we have something going on with that is already the creation of God's correction, God's healing, and then it's up to you if you want to choose this world or you keep on searching for a transformation of all that instead of a healing. So no one remains in hell, for no one can abandon his creator, nor affect his perfect, timeless, and unchanging love. You will find heaven. Everything you seek but this will fall away. Yet no, not because it has been taken from you, it will go because you do not want it. You will reach the goal you really want as certainly as God created you in sinlessness. Why wait for heaven? It is here today. Time is the great illusion. It is past or in the future. Yet this cannot be. If it is where God wills his Son to be. How could the will of God be in the past or yet to happen? What he will is now, without a past and wholly futureless. It is as far removed from time as it is a tiny candle from a distant star, or what you chose from what you really want. Heaven remains your one alternative to this strange world you made and all its ways. its shifting patterns and uncertain goals, its painful pleasures and its tragic joys. God made no contradictors. What denies its own existence and detects itself is not of Him. It's mainly our ego, thoughts, feelings, emotions. He did not make two minds, with heaven as the glad effect of one and earth the other's sorry outcome, which is heaven's opposite in every way. And very often we keep on staying in our head, we keep on judging, we keep on wanting it different, we keep on going against, having hatreds, thoughts, feelings, emotions. We're attacking other people through our thoughts or judgments, but also ourselves. So this has nothing to do with love and comes not from your connection with God, but for certain it brings suffering and pain. And now with this exercise, with this meditation here, you could already sense into a different world. Observe a change coming into your life, into your heart, into your beingness. We still have 8 more to go points. And the energy which wants to come to you if you are listening to that. And at the end we have again these practicals, how to be with all that in a very practical sense for you, sentences. So breathe in and out and relax and enjoy. God does not suffer conflict, nor is His creation split in two. How could it be His Son could be in hell, then God Himself established Him in heaven? Could He lose what the eternal will has given Him to be His home forever, and also of course for us? Let us not try longer to impose an alien will upon God's single purpose. He is here because He wills to be, and what He wills is present now beyond the reach of time. The doors are open. Today we will not choose a paradox in place of truth. How could the Son of God make time to take away the will of God? He thus denies Himself and contradicts what has no opposite. He thinks He made a hell opposite heaven and believes that He abides in what does not exist, while heaven is the place He cannot find. The place which you are seeking is a place which you have been gifted when you came down to earth. And you were very strongly connected to that space. And with the time we build up an ego personality, an ego mind, thoughts, feelings, emotions, from our surrounding, from the school system, from our experience, what we think is truly real. And it's a dream. And what our little one was doing until now, because today there is a possibility to change or to choose something different now, is to defend and to secure and to put a lot of energy and effort and even behaving patterns to make sure that this space, even if you don't live it or want to reconnect with it, to keep it alive, to keep it up, this little openness in with the doors to heaven. Now it's open and you can go. Leave foolish thoughts like this behind today and turn your mind to true ideas instead. No one can fail who seeks to reach the truth, and it is truth we seek to reach today. We will devote 10 minutes to this goal 3 times today, and we will ask to see the rising of a real world to replace the foolish images that we hold dear with true ideas arising in the place of thoughts that have no meaning, no effect, and neither source nor substance in the truth. Now, this will acknowledge as we start upon our practice periods. Begin with this. I ask to see a different world and think a different kind of thought from those I made. The world I seek I did not make alone. The thoughts I want to think are not my own. For several minutes watch your mind and see all thought your eyes are closed. The senseless world you think is real. Review the thoughts as well, which are compatible with such a world and which you think are true. Then let them go and sink below them to the holy place where they can enter not. There is a door beneath them in your mind, which you could not completely lock to hide what lies beyond. Seek for the door and find it, but before you try to open it, remind yourself no one can fail who seeks to reach the truth truly. And it is the request you make today. Nothing but this has any meaning now. No other goal is valued now, nor solved. Nothing before this door you really want, and only what lies past it do you seek. Put on your hand and see how easily the door swings open with your one intent to go beyond it. Angels light the way so that all darkness vanishes and you are standing in a light so bright and clear that you can understand all things you see. A tiny moment of surprise, perhaps, will make you pause before you realize the world you see before you in the light reflects the truth you always knew and did not quite forget in wandering away in dreams. You cannot fail today. There walks with you the spirit heaven sent you that you might approach this door someday and through his aid slip effortlessly past it to the light. Today that day has come. Today God keeps his ancient promise to his holy Son, as does his Son remember his to him. This is a day of gladness, for we come to the appointed time and place where you will find the goal of all your searching here. and all the seeking of the world, which end together as you pass beyond the door. Remember often that today should be a time of special gladness, and refrain from dismal thoughts and meaningless laments. Salvation's time has come. Today is set by heaven itself to be a time of grace for you and for the world. If you forget this happy fact, remind yourself with this. Today I seek and find all that I want. My single purpose offers it to me. No one can fail who seeks to reach the truth. Now, wow, I feel more relaxed, touched, and synced. I feel more like remaining in another place. No thoughts, feelings, emotions. Empty and at the same time so full of joy, stillness, peace, but from the inside, not needing from the outside anything. I'm gonna just repeat again. Today I seek and find all that I want, what I truly want. My single purpose offers it to me. No one can fail who seeks to reach the truth. And all that is beyond religion. It's bringing you back home who you always have been and what you still are. And it's up to you if you want to choose it. Truly up to you. So, of course you can comment and tell me how you now observe yourself, experience yourself. If there is a shift, if there is also something different. If not, then I would recommend that you listen again to that. Especially the last parts. So thank you very much and bye for now. The next one are coming. Bye, ciao, and thank you for following and listening.